All right, guys, we are live. This is the Metal Up Your Ass tag. And this was created by my buddy here, Hellhound from the Horror Metal channel. Welcome, buddy. It was created by himself and me, Sean Patrick Erschen. So this was a collaboration. So I thought it would be fun if I had him on the channel and we did it as a live stream together. That's way it's more of a collaboration. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We don't know each other's answers, but we did come up with the questions together, so that was a lot of fun. So we got 17 questions all about heavy metal music. Two of our favorite things in life, right, man?
That's right.
That's two things we very much have in common. Two of our favorite things in the world is horror and metal.
Damn right.
Well, that's the name of your channel, actually.
Yeah.
And it certainly rings true, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm glad we were able to come up with this. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So as you might know, there was a tag before called the metal tag, right?
Yeah.
And it was cool, but me and Hellhound thought maybe we could come up with one that's more detailed. It felt like it was a little bit broad, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's really get deep into it, you know?
Absolutely.
All right, so would you like to start with the first question?
Well, as I said, I have them on my phone, but since I'm recording with my phone, I'm not able to look at them. Yeah.
All right, so I'll start then.
I use my iPad, but it won't work. So.
Oh, sorry about that.
Technical difficulties.
All right, well, I do have them written down right here. All right, so number one is best guitar solo. Would you like to start?
Sure. Oddly enough, my favorite guitar solo is actually "Seek and Destroy" by Metallica. I think like Kirk Hammett is a very underrated guitar player. And you might think underrated, like really? Well, yeah, because Metallica is so so well known, it's so overplayed that I feel like people think, oh, they just dismiss him because of that. But I think he's kind of overlooked because of that. And I think that Kirk is a very competent player, and I think that his solos are breathtaking, and I think that's like one of the very best.
He's certainly a virtuoso, no doubt.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that. He does get overlooked sometimes, especially because of the popularity of, the main two guys, James and Lars.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, those guys are so upfront and in the media all the time.
Yeah, very true.
Great choice.
Thanks.
All right, so my choice is going to be, some people might not consider this metal enough, so I'm going to have a backup one. So my first choice is going to be Alex Lifeson on Rush's Free Will.
Good choice.
Yeah, absolutely furious, blazing solo. I think the solo definitely is metal, but
Absolutely.
yeah. But if that's not metal enough for you folks out there, I'm going to say Dimebag Darrell in This Love.
Ooh, another good choice.
Yeah. Love that one. Awesome. All right, so number two, moving right along, we've got what band got you into metal? Mr. Hellhound.
White Zombie.
Nice.
Because I'm a
awesome.
classic rock fan, and then White Zombie came along, and I was like, oh wow, I like that. I like that a lot. And then I just started getting the heavier and heavier stuff from there.
Cool.
much. So.
Oh man, I remember when I saw them live in 1992 when the Last Sexorcisto first came out. I was like freaking blown away.
I bet that was amazing.
It was. It really was. Awesome choice. I'd have to say mine would be definitely Iron Maiden.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So I started with a couple hard rock bands like Rush and Aerosmith or whatever, and then I moved on to Iron Maiden. My friend introduced me to Iron Maiden, and I was like off and running from there.
Hell yeah. Up the irons.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Can't get much more iconic than Iron Maiden, huh?
You got that right.
All right, so moving on to the next question. Number 3 is who's your favorite metal vocalist? And this was Hellhound came up with that one. That's a great question. All right, Hellhound, who is your favorite heavy metal vocalist?
That's an easy one. Rob Halford from Judas Priest, all the way.
Nice. That's probably most people's choices, I would say.
Yeah, it's an obvious choice, but for good
Yeah.
reason.
For me personally, it's going to be Jeff Tate from Queensryche.
He's up there. He's in my top 5.
Yeah. Definitely Rob Halford is right up there too in my top 5, no question about it.
Oh yeah.
But I think I'm maybe because I'm a little bit more into Queensryche than I am Judas Priest. But I certainly respect Judas Priest.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
I mean, you have to. I mean, just a iconic band.
Yeah, for sure.
We got Enormous Stitz in the chat. Welcome. Rock and roll, baby. You know it. So next one is another one from Mr. Hellhound. And it's what is your favorite metal album? Woo, that is a tough one.
That's hard. Hard to narrow it down to just one.
I know. All the metal albums in the world that have ever been made.
Yeah.
So what is your choice?
I think I'm gonna go with Master of Reality by Black Sabbath.
Ooh, nice.
There's not a bad track on that album, but just perfection all the way through, flawless from front to back. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's just a perfect album, like I said.
Wow, now you made me really think about that because maybe I should rethink my answer. That is an amazing album by Black Sabbath.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like you said, there's not one bad song on that album.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with my first answer because to me, I know like every song on this album like the back of my hand. I could like sing the whole thing with all the lyrics and everything. It's going to be Queensryche, Operation Mindcrime,
Good choice.
which was something heavier, but but I just love it. I love the lyrics. I love the concept of it. I love the album cover. I love the vocals and the playing on it is fantastic. That's another one like Master Reality. Every song is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Phil's creepy videos in the house. What's
Oh,
up,
good.
dude?
What's up, Phil?
Welcome to the Metal Up Your Ass tag. I want to say that as many times as possible.
Yeah.
As you hardcore metal fans probably know, that was going to be the original name of the Kill 'Em All album from Metallica.
Yep. Indeed.
No, they should have called it that. That would have been cool.
Yeah, it would have.
Okay, on to question number 5. Who is the best classic metal band?
That's an easy one for me. Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath. Yeah, you think that
That's
would
my
be the
favorite.
obvious choice, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite band. So
Well, guess who's going to be my pick for best classic metal band? Black Sabbath.
oh,
It's
good.
a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Oh, Enormous Stitch says, I love Ozzy Osbourne. Well, there you go. Black Sabbath we're talking about.
Yeah.
Obviously, Black Sabbath started with Ozzy Osbourne and Tony Iommi. Bill, what was the drummer's name? Bill Ward.
Billboard. Geezer Butler.
Geezer Butler, yeah. So yeah, Black Sabbath, I mean, they basically created heavy metal. I mean,
Indeed.
to me, that's the first like official metal band. Would you say that?
Oh yeah, easily, and still
Yeah.
the best. The first and still the best.
Nice. All right, so next question will be a fun one. Number 6 is who is the best thrash metal band? That's right, we're getting in the thick of it. Hellhound, who's the best thrash metal band?
Slayer.
Yes, yes. Awesome. Love it.
Something tells me that's going to be a common answer.
Slayer.
Yes.
Do you have that magazine?
I don't have that one.
Revolver, yeah.
I've got a bunch of Revolver, but I don't have that one.
So that's my answer too. So Slayer all the way. It's gotta be. Okay, next one is who's the best death metal band? Ooh.
That's a tough one. I think I'll go with another obvious answer and go with Death.
Ooh, Death, yeah.
Yeah. I think they pretty much, along with like other bands like Possessed and a few others, I think they pretty much started the death metal genre.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of great albums.
Oh yeah.
Real quality stuff, you know.
I don't think they have a bad album, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think they do. And what's interesting about Death is the progression of them. How they started
Yeah.
real like raw, you know, with the scream, bloody gore.
Yeah, every album's different. It's really
Yeah, and then some of the latest stuff is very almost like progressive.
Yeah. Chuck Schuldiner was a god.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't argue with that. Norm, is the Rolling Stones, is that your pick for the best thrash metal band? A death metal band, I should say.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
So for me, my favorite death metal band is Carcass.
Oh, good choice. Great choice.
Another band that, well, I feel just great quality albums, one after the other.
Indeed.
And another band that started real raw and, you know, extreme and over the top with the gore and the bloody lyrics, and then as they got more technical, similar like Death, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. They made a comeback too.
Yeah, and they came back awesome with Surgical Steel.
Yes, that was better than all the stuff that came before.
Yeah,
like Swan Song.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know, like the crushing metal guitar work on their albums is like earth shattering, you know.
Yes.
All right, next up is who is the best 90s heavy metal band? Mr. Hellhound.
Pantera.
Nice. Yeah. It's hard to top Pantera in the 90s.
Yeah. when it comes to the '90s, I think of Pantera for sure.
I mean, not everybody might agree because there were a lot of bands that were good in the '90s, like
Yeah.
Sepultura and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay, my choice is going to be Pantera.
Nice.
Oh, we got a lot in common here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, they just like they said, once Metallic, like it did feel like they took over Metallica's place in like the metal world, where Metallica became more commercial and
Yeah.
put your Michael Myers mask on, she says.
Yeah, we had my iPad and I could see the chat. Damn thing isn't doing what it's supposed to. So
Yeah, I love Pantera. What a powerful band,
Indeed. Yeah, rest in peace, the Abbott brothers.
I know the Abbott brothers, both of them. You have Vinnie Paul and Dimebag,
Yeah.
both way before the time.
Yeah, exactly. Can't believe they're both gone.
Yeah, it's insane.
It really is.
Obviously, very tragic Dimebag circumstances,
Yeah, for sure.
Got murdered on stage. That's unbelievable.
Infuriating.
Isn't it? How can someone do that? It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, number 9 is, who, in your opinion, is the heaviest metal band of all time? That's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whew. Mr. Hellhound, who do you think is the heaviest metal band ever?
Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's probably something like Mortician or like one of those bands.
Wow.
Those really, really heavy death metal bands.
Nice.
Yeah. Like brutal death metal.
Yeah, it sure is.
Albums like Hacked Up for Barbecue and stuff like that.
Packed up for barbecue.
Yeah.
That's awesome. There's a lot of choices you could go with,
Yeah,
So many really, really heavy bands.
for sure.
But I am going to go with a pretty well-known one, and that is Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah. That's probably the heaviest like most well known heaviest band,
Yeah, true.
I would say.
They were like pretty well-known, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're still around. They're still doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, for me, like the Tomb of the Mutilated, it's like so over the top. It's just so brutal. It's almost like funny in a way.
Yeah. That's my favorite album by them.
Yeah. It's like the gory, disgusting lyrics, the gory album cover,
Yeah. Really graphic stuff.
the ridiculously guttural vocals
Yeah.
that
Really
you can
gruesome.
barely understand anything he's saying.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Horrific Nightmares JM in the house. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man?
Welcome to the Metal Up Your Ass tag. I'm going to say it again. Guess what? Horrific Nightmares JM, you are tagged because you're one of the people I picked to tag.
That's right.
Want you to do this tag. All right, next one I think Hellhound's going to enjoy. Black Sabbath. Do you prefer the Ozzy years or the Ronnie James Dio years?
Oh, that is so tough.
Yeah.
That is so hard. They're so different.
Yeah.
My life would be incomplete without both of them.
True.
Um,
Very true.
I want to say the Ozzy years only because there's more material with Ozzy. He had like essentially 9 albums with them. Dio only had 4.
Right.
Basically. So only they've had the same amount of material, then that'd be really, really, really difficult.
Yeah.
It'd be possible, but since they have a lot more songs with Ozzy, I'll go with Ozzy. And I think that they put out so many perfect albums with him.
Yeah.
Great, iconic songs.
Absolutely.
Getting Dio in the band was definitely the right choice at the time because they kind of become stale at that point, and
yes.
Successful solo career, so it was kind of the best thing for everybody. Everybody wins. Dio breathed new life into the band in ways that they probably never thought possible at the time.
That's a great point, because like the last couple with Ozzy weren't quite,
Yeah, they were
up
kind of
to par.
Yeah.
Like Never Say Die.
Technical Ecstasy.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree with that. He breathed new life with Dio's first album with them, Heaven and Hell, and that's a classic,
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you could even throw in Heaven and Hell, the band, basically, because basically that was Black Sabbath.
Yeah, it was Black Sabbath with Dio, essentially.
Mm.
So I counted that when I said 4 albums.
Right, you did count that. I'm gonna have to say Ozzy years for me, yeah. Because they're the ones that pretty much created metal,
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta give them so much credit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just amazing. Like you said earlier, Master Reality. What an album!
Yeah, for sure.
And Paranoid's a great album. The first album's a great album.
Yeah, they're all great.
Yeah, awesome stuff.
Indeed.
Oh, we got Papa Jupe joining us. What's going on, man?
Well, Papa Jupe.
I love that name.
Me too. It feels so nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, so next question is, who is the greatest heavy metal guitarist of all time? That's another tough one. Mr. Hellhound. Who is the greatest?
Tony Iommi.
Whoa, nice.
He's the godfather of heavy metal. He's the riff master. He can do anything.
Yeah, true.
He invented heavy metal, so I think he's the single most important person to heavy metal.
That's a great point.
The other members are important too, but it wouldn't have been the same without his amazing, stellar axe work.
Absolutely. Definitely have to agree with that. Yeah, all the thundering, memorable riffs that he created, unforgettable stuff.
Yeah. Great stuff.
But with that being said, I am going to have to pick Dimebag Darrell.
Choice.
Like he says, and that's another person that there was nothing he couldn't do either,
Yeah, you could do no wrong.
I mean, he can make a riff so heavy it would, like, rip your face off,
Yeah. Precisely.
Yeah. So thundering and pounding, like. I have to say my and my personal favorite that he did was the Cowboys from Hell album, as far as guitar work, all the shredding and the nasty solos he did on that album.
I agree with that. And some of the really haunting, beautiful, more melodic solos, like in The Sleep.
Yeah, definitely. Great opening riff too.
Yes. Yeah.
His stuff just like stomps,
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, moving on to the next one is who is the greatest metal drummer of all time? Haha.
That's an easy one for me. I gotta go with Dave Lombardo from Slayer.
Nice.
He's one of the
That's
fastest.
awesome.
I think he's kind of underrated, actually. You don't hear too much about him.
Yeah, maybe that's because he's not currently in Slayer.
Could be, yeah. Paul Bostaff is good too. He's
Yeah.
replaced him before, but I'd say Dave Lombardo
Yeah.
overall.
Hey, what's up, Adam Turner in the house?
Yo,
Is that true? Anselmo, Kerry King, and Gary Holt have a supergroup coming? Are you serious?
say what?
What?
It's the first time hearing of that.
That'd be freaking awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah, it would.
Horrific Nightmares GM says Scott Rockenfield. Oh, Queensryche.
Oh, good choice.
Vinnie Paul, Dave Lombardo, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Joey Jordison, Slipknot. Guess what? I'm picking Dave Lombardo, baby. Yes.
Nice. Hell yeah. We have a lot of the same answers.
Yeah.
For good reason.
I don't think there's any better with the double bass drums. There's anybody that does it better than him.
Yeah. Pete Sandoval from Morbid Angel comes close, but
yeah, another great one.
Yeah.
Definitely love me some Morbid.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, his work on South of Heaven and obviously Rain and Blood. I mean, it's unforgettable.
Yes. It's killer.
Brutal stuff.
Indeed.
All right, number 13. Who is the greatest metal bass player of all time? Mr. Hellhound from HorrorMetal.
Steve Harris from Iron Maiden.
Nice. Absolutely amazing. You have to love Steve Harris. He's unbelievable.
Oh yeah, when it comes to the four strings, nobody can mess with Steve.
Mm-hmm. And it's like what I love about him is he doesn't just play right along with the rest of the band. He's got like his own thing going on,
Yeah.
but it still fits in the context of the song.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Guess who my choice is? Steve Harris.
Nice.
I mean, no question about it.
Yeah. I'd love to see him and Dave Lombardo in a super group.
Yeah. Imagine.
That'd be a hell of a rhythm section right there.
Hell yeah.
Two different styles too, but still, I think it would fit. I think it'd be pretty killer.
I know. Well, he can do different styles, like like we saw him in like Phantomas and stuff.
Right.
That's kind of out there. Next one is an interesting one, and I'm very curious to hear your answer. Who is the best metal band of today, modern times?
Huh. That is a hard one. I don't listen to too much modern heavy metal.
An old schooler.
Yeah. Does Camelot count? Are they like recent enough?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I think I'll go with Camelot. I think they're pretty awesome.
Very interesting.
Melodic. I guess they're power metal, right? I mean,
yeah. Well, that counts. Metal.
Yeah.
It's metal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're pretty good.
Sandoval. Pete Sandoval, yeah.
Yeah. Lord Angel.
All right, Jason, come back and join us. I mean, we don't have too many questions left, but but we definitely tagging you. We want you to do the tag
Yes.
because Jason plays guitar just like you.
Oh, really?
Yep, he does. I've seen him in a couple of videos.
Oh,
He's
cool.
played with bands, I think.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I haven't been in a band so long.
He's real into music.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's another thing I forgot to mention. If you guys don't know, Mr. Hellhound here plays guitar.
That's right.
And you've been in metal bands, right?
Oh, yeah. Several. So many.
Yeah.
A few of them were actually good.
Mm-hmm. And he kicks some ass.
Yeah.
I'm just a nerd. I'm just a heavy metal nerd. Like, I just love metal music. Just like I love horror. I'm a geek for it.
Same here.
I don't have any talent in it or anything, but so I really envy guys like you that actually can do it and have talent in it, you know.
I'm nowhere near as good as I should be, though, for playing as long as I have.
Mm-hmm.
But
Hell, when did you start playing guitar?
when I was 14.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's been a long time.
Yeah, there actually are a few of us YouTubers that do play, like Dave Maggot.
Yeah, yeah.
He was in metal bands and stuff. Movie Massacre played in. I don't know if he played in a band, but he definitely plays guitar.
Yeah.
So my answer to that question is, I know it's not your favorite genre. It's kill switch engage. It's my favorite
Okay.
modern new. Well, they've been around for quite a while, but it's the 2000s anyway.
Yeah. That's what I consider new.
Yeah.
2000. Anything after 2000 to me is
Right.
new.
So yeah, I really enjoy Kill Switch Engage. I've seen them in concert a couple times. I love their albums.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, and I guess they're considered. Metalcore. Some people look down on the metalcore genre.
Well, who do you like better, Jesse Leach or Howard Jones?
Ah, that's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm a Jesse Leach guy. Yes,
Good. Me too.
because that's I listened to them since they started. So, and they started with Jesse Leach. So
Yeah,
I was really happy to have him. I was one of the people that was really happy to have him back. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not to say that I don't like Howard Jones. I mean, he was solid for sure.
Yeah, true.
I love the end of Heartache.
Yeah.
I didn't care too much about the ones after that though. Because it seemed like they got too poppy for their own good.
Yeah, true.
So that's like we feel like when Jesse came back, kind of gave him a kick in the ass. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Mhm.
Next one's an interesting one. Oh, we got Buckethead in the chat. That's not the real Buckethead, is it?
Oh, speaking of great guitarists.
Imagine if that's really him.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
How cool would that be?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I love rock. I am from Blackpool, UK. He's from the UK.
Nice.
Now, Howard Jones is his idol, huh?
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Which Howard Jones, the 80s pop singer or the Killswitch Engage vocalist?
I imagine he thinks Killswitch since he said Killswitch is awesome.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I'm very curious to hear your answer on this next one. Who is the best alternative metal band?
Typo negative.
Ooh, very good. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very gothic metal
Yeah.
band.
Gothic metal.
I always thought they would make a perfect soundtrack to a vampire movie or something.
Well, they did. They did the soundtrack to Nosferatu.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, like obviously not when it was first when it came
Yeah,
out, but
not at least not the 1920 something one.
I think they'd be vampires if they did.
But what was it like? But was it for that movie, like a
Yeah,
Blu-ray version or something?
yeah, they made it for that movie. I used to have a VHS tape of it.
Ah,
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I'm curious to hear that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, definitely very. When I think goth music, that's probably the first band I think of.
Yeah, same here. Mhm.
Mine's gonna be Faith No More.
Oh, good choice. Good choice.
Thank you, Buckethead.
I'm a huge Mike Patton fan.
Oh yeah, I love Mike Patton. I mean, that guy can do like anything with his voice.
Yeah, he can. The man
Talk
of a thousand.
about talk about versatile.
Yeah, for sure.
He could be real high, real deep, or like anything.
Yeah, he's very
Scream like crazy person.
absolutely.
Yeah, I always loved Faith No More since I first heard him.
Yeah, me too.
And they were supposed to tour with Korn, but that fell through the
Oh, bummer.
because of the whole virus thing going on.
Yeah,
Well, really, nobody is touring right now.
yeah. I think the Megadeth concert I wanted to go to is probably gonna get canceled.
Yeah, it really sucks. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is.
Like I would have went to that,
Yeah, for sure.
but luckily I have seen them several times.
That's good.
Next one's a fun one. Who has the coolest gimmick in metal?
Oh, definitely Guar.
Nice. I freaking love Guar.
Yeah, me too.
Rest in peace, Mr. Dave Brocky.
Yeah.
Odorous Urungus.
Bruce
AKA.
Urungus. Planet Maximus too. He died not too long before that.
That was the guitarist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bucket has said we are self-isolating. I have 2 ladies with me. 2 ladies?
Nice.
You, man. Guess what? My answer is Guar. Yes.
Nice. Hell yeah.
That's nice. We got a lot of the same answers, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's the coolest gimmick. Come on.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's awesome.
That's the only correct answer.
Yeah, that is the correct answer.
Yeah.
We will not accept anything else.
Tag this, make sure that's your answer.
Yeah, if you do this tag, Guar has to be pre-filled in.
Yeah.
I love the concept of it too. They're aliens come to take over the world,
Scum dogs of the universe.
Scum dogs of the universe, yes. Classic album.
Yeah.
And I loved him. I thought he was so freaking funny, like
Yeah, he was cool.
especially like when he did interviews and like the full costume and stuff. He was so funny. Oh my
He was
god.
hilarious.
Really witty too, and he's smart too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
But man, does he have a sense of humor.
Yeah, for sure.
And Guar doesn't really get enough credit for their music though, I really like their music.
Yeah, people know him for their theatrics, but their
Right.
music's really good.
Rightfully so. I mean,
Yeah.
Nobody has a more elaborate stage thing than they do.
Yeah, they even put Kiss in the name.
Bringing out that big thing that sprayed sperm all over the
Yeah.
or sprays blood through the audience, and
Yeah.
the wild cast of characters they had too, like Ballsack, the Jaws of Death.
Balls of Death. Beefcake the Mighty.
Yeah. The Sexecutioner.
Yeah.
Bucket's Head says, yes, I love Dave Brocky. Rest in peace, Dave Brocky.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, we're down to it now. The last question of the tag, the metal up your ass tag. And it's going to be the biggest one. We say the biggest for last, baby.
All right.
Who is the greatest metal band of all time?
That's easy. It's a no-brainer for me.
Hellhound, shoot.
Black Sabbath.
Oh, Black Sabbath, the original.
Yes, the first and still the best.
The original, the great, the legendary Black Sabbath.
Yes.
Well, this is one that we won't have the same answer, unfortunately, because for me, it's the mighty Slayer.
There.
Like, don't get me wrong, I freaking love Black Sabbath, and I give them so much credit for creating the genre. But for me, Slayer just encompasses everything that metal is all about, you know?
Yeah.
They have the imagery, they have the crazy lyrics, they have the speed, the intensity, the power,
The aggression.
the aggression, yes. Just so intense, you know?
Oh yeah.
You got the evil stuff, the satanic and stuff, and well, I mean, you got different eras of Slayer, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Just the perfectly rounded metal band to me.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
And you got the intense drums, the double bass stuff, and you know,
Yeah.
all the thrash elements. And they had such a great string of albums there for a while, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Few
Most definitely.
gems, right? One right after the other.
Yeah, everything they put out was just couldn't do
Yeah.
no wrong.
Seems like it might be a silly question. What is your favorite Slayer album?
Well, most people would probably say Rain in Blood, but I'm gonna go with Hell Awaits.
Hell Awaits, yes.
It's my only problem with that album. My only complaint is it's too short.
It's too short, yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be longer.
Yeah, it needs to be longer.
Almost feels like an EP.
That's a tough one, yeah. I mean, Hell Awaits is awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like Hell Awaits is where they really found their sound, you know?
Oh yeah. I love Show No Mercy a lot too.
Yeah.
Those early albums, Tom Araya truly was the voice of hell.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, a lot of people would say that about Ozzy too, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Because he had such a unique and weird, like,
Eerie voice.
yeah, creepy voice. Yeah. Even now, when he's older, you can still has that weird sounding voice.
Yeah, he still is very unique.
Yeah, that's for sure. So is well, yeah, you already said your favorite album is Master of Reality, right?
Yes.
Nice. A lot of Black Sabbath in your answers. You got The
Yeah.
best guitarist, the best album,
Yeah. Best band overall.
best band. The Beatles, he says. Sean, would you marry Jennifer Lopez or Jennifer Aniston? Ooh, that's a good one.
Aniston.
Let's see. I think Jennifer Lopez is hotter.
Oh yeah.
I probably would marry Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
How about you?
Aniston.
Nice. Believe it or not, I love Friends. I watch that a lot.
Yeah. Every day when I get up in the morning, that's on TV and I watch it.
Yeah, it is. It's on TV all the freaking time.
Yeah.
So it's Friends marathons.
Yeah.
Slayer is great funeral music. I guess it
Yeah.
could be.
Yeah.
If you play a
True.
song like South of Heaven, maybe.
Yeah.
Or Spill the Blood.
Yeah. Skeletons of Society.
Nice. What would you say is the most... Okay, so I'm going off the cuff here, off the tag. What would you say is the most evil-sounding Black Sabbath song?
Huh. Probably Black Sabbath, the song.
That's absolutely what I was gonna pick.
Yeah.
Black Sabbath. That song's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, yeah, that's if I had to pick the song that created metal, it would be Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
The song.
Yeah. Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath on the album Black Sabbath.
On the album Black Sabbath. Yeah. I mean, come on, he's talking about Satan and
Yeah, exactly.
it's got an awesome riff there in the beginning.
Yeah. When it speeds up.
Very eerie too, and you got the church bells and the rain in the background.
Yeah.
Very creepy sounding.
Love it.
Awesome. Love Black Sabbath.
Same here.
Curious, what do you think of the post-Dio stuff? Like,
Love it. Tony Martin.
Yeah.
Ian Gillan and Glenn Hughes. I love it. I love it all.
Love it all. Huh?
Yeah.
Cool, man. All right, guys. So that is the Metal Up Your Ass tag created by Mr. Hellhound from HorrorMetal and myself, Sean Patrick Erschen. So we're going to tag some people now to do the tag. I came up with some people to tag. So we're gonna tag ANDREWBALLINA, who, like you and I, is a huge metal fan. Mr. Movie Massacre. I know he definitely wants to do some tag videos. Horrific Nightmares JM, who was here in the chat earlier. Thank you for joining us, Jason. Bronco Juggalo Talks Movies. I think you would have fun with it. And a guy I've recently started checking out his channel, Anthropomantic Fiend. That's a cool name. And Horror Fan 88. He's another guy I know loves metal and plays guitar and all that. And David Maggot McDonough, who was in a metal band, plays guitar, he sings, even does like the death metal stuff like that, you know. And Jen's reviews from the grave. I know obviously Jen wouldn't be too into it, but I know Christian would be for sure. Papa Jupe asks, have you heard of alien weaponry? I haven't heard of them. Have you?
No, never heard of him.
Interesting name.
I'll have to check him out.
Oh, and the last guy I want to tag is Mr. Wicker. Real cool guy. He's got a really cool channel. I'm not even sure if he likes metal, but I assume that he does because he's always like, "What's up, dude?" And he's always going like this in his videos.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, I think he is, but I'm not sure. All right, so you guys are tagged, and of course, anybody who wants to do this tag is welcome to.
Yes.
The more the merrier. Have fun with it. Anyone who loves metal or even likes heavy metal, give it a shot. So this was a blast, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, we got Death Central just join us. You're a little bit late, buddy. But yes, we had Death Central just joined us. So yeah, like I said, anybody who wants to do the tag, feel free to. Anybody who likes metal at all, give it a shot, man. Do the metal up your ass tag by Hellhound and Sean Erschen. So thank you so much, Mr. Hellhound, for joining me today and for doing this really cool and fun collaboration.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, just a blast. So, guys, get on it. Answer the call. And do the metal up your ass tag. And thank you for joining me, Sean Patrick Erschen, and Hellhound from the HorrorMetal channel. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up here today. Thank you, everyone out in the chat that joined us today. And thank you for everyone out there and watching in YouTube land. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.
Later.
Metal for life.
Yes.
Hell yeah.